My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Darkest Dungeon 2. In the end of the last episode, we, well, let's say completed our resentment run. It certainly ended, and, well, I mean...
The seat of your denial, perched precariously in the murky gloaming.
We are, of course, also gonna do resentment again, if that spoils anything about how the last run went.
We had managed to grasp a thread of connective worship that stretched across vast gulfs of time and time, but we did not understand it.
The crossroads, where lost souls hope to find their way.
Alright. Another thing that we did in the last episode is try and unlock basically all of the characters. Dismas is resilient and unyielding with a quick draw. I mean, quick draw... Unfortunately, I haven't got your other path available yet. I really want to get more abilities. Oh, point blank shot is literally the same. There's point blank and then grape shot afterwards as well. Oh, hell yes. Okay. So, let's have a look at some of the quirks for these characters. Safe route scouting on Pathfinder, melee skills crit less on Bonnie, the runaway. In fact, let's go back to Bueller here for a millisecond. The runaway is a front rank, burn, stealth, and support character. Leper is a front rank, high damage, self-sufficient, durable character. The flagellant is front rank, blight, durable, sacrificial support, and then the Vestal, back rank, range damage, healer, defensive support. You're vicious. You never pack a punch. Sorry, you never pack a punch, you never pull a punch. Do 10% extra damage, and you're likely to gain vulnerability. Oof. Sickly. Lower disease resist on what appears to be a plagued version of the flagellant. But you have a sunny disposition, surprisingly. The occultist with plus 10 damage, plus 10% damage rather, on range skills. However, 5% of the time when you attack, you become stressed. Wow. That's unfortunate. Off guard is really, really tough for a leper who will probably already act at the end of the first round, so that's not that bad, but the 15% chance of vulnerability every round start is tough. Evasive gives us 2 block plus tokens, sorry, dodge plus tokens at the start of the combat though, so that'd be pretty handy. Sprained wrist on the Jester. Gaunt Slayer. Head in the sand. When damaged, 15% chance to become blind. That's really tough for you. Void Sight. Tippler on Barristan there. Fishfolk Hater. And Off Guard on Audrey. And Sluice Scrounger and Chatterbox. Yeah, okay, so there's a couple of these that almost invalidate the pick. Like, I'm probably not going to take the Leper out with me. I don't think the disease resistance being that low on the flagellant is ridiculously bad. What do you do, Flage? So you punish? From any of the front 3 positions, you can hit the front 2 of theirs in order to blight them. You do 10% damage to yourself, though. Interesting. Fester. Targets a corpse and gives the adjacent monsters poison. That's pretty sick. Deathless. You deal 20% damage to yourself in order to give the target 25% HP. Endure. Give yourself 2 stress to remove 2 stress from the target. Got it. Lash's gift. Requires your own HP to below 50%. Has a 2-turn cooldown, and it heals us for 25%, and it also gives the target... Oh, but we target an ally, cool. It gives the target defense, a block token, as well as a damage token, as well as some stress. Just briefly looking at the upgrades. More poison, more damage, more poison, more health, more stress removal, and more health, as well as the removal of daze and stun tokens. I think I do want to take a flagellant with me. Plague Doctor. How well do you play with a flagellant? The ability to heal characters that are on relatively low HP, it's fine. I didn't buy your second path for you. I'm actually having a lot of difficulty deciding a path here. A rank 1 Hellion. I'm no coward, come make your end. So if I did put her there, I do have Bleed Out. Which would be pretty significant damage. So what about something like a Hellion in the front line?
Bloodlust and fury. There is emptiness.
Actually,
And shame.
Head in the Sand is one of the few things here that I do think completely invalidates the ability to take the character. Let's have a quick look at the Runaway. So burn a target, do more burn if they have combo on them. Target a enemy with 3 burn, and a random adjacent monster to them gets 3 burn if the original target has combo. Smokescreen gives a target combo as well as a blindness token. Run and Hide moves back, gains regen, on the upgrade at least, and stealth. And then finally Heartlight ignores the enemy's stealth, removes all of their stealth. I feel like I do want to unlock more of her as well. I think Vestal probably goes in this party.
Sister of battle, repudiated, but unbowed.
I think I could easily take Samenti as well. Like, the 10% less damage doesn't make that much of a huge difference. We could be a virtuoso playing the hits. Possibility of giving allies stress resistance. That would also take care of, like, all of my stress healing. I no longer need anything else if I have access to Inspiring Tune. Okay.
A murderous melody lingers, long after the final chord has been struck.
There's a second member of the party for us. Barristan Man-at-Arms, honestly, you could just come along and that'd be pretty cool. But if I take you...
More devastating than the horrors of 100 campaigns.
I feel like I desperately need damage in this party now. Where do I find that? Where do I find that? It doesn't feel like it can be the leper. Front rank high damage. Yeah, you do blind yourself as well, unfortunately. Do I have the ability to remove blind from an ally? Not especially, no. I know I'm taking a long time here, but it's going to matter a hell of a lot. Maybe it is Dismas. Maybe this is finally my opportunity to actually unlock point-blank shot.
Hunted, harried, a fugitive seeking to outpace the past.
You know, I think this is probably where I'm going to go with it. Barristan, Dismas, Samenti, and then I believe Junior, yes. Junior's head, specifically the trinket in the first game, being the reason I remember that so dearly. Do I ever want to move 3 spaces forward with this character? No, because you have such move resist. Okay, yeah, we'll go with the other one. Alright, Deja Vu Party. Oh gosh. Yeah, this is definitely Rhapsody playing Darkest Dungeon. We are 10 minutes in, and I've just finished deciding my party.
The flame, sacred and sputtering. The last hope for us all.
So on round start, 15% of the time gain stealth. On miss, though, we gain vulnerability. I think I'll put that on Dismas right now. We'll assess in the future if maybe that was a mistake. And I'm going to give Cementi the ability to remove effects from the enemy. Obviously, I can't install the stagecoach until I go to the first inn, but I'm very, very excited about that stagecoach item. That is the still. So we're going to be able to make whiskey, which increases the friendship between characters, as well as stack it higher. Over the moon, frankly, to have that.
The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Should also very, very quickly here check. Yep, okay, Barristan wants to land the killing blow on Gaunts. Nice. Let's use a duelist advance, setting up some ripostes. Harvest here as well. Ooh, is that enough? No, that Lost Soul still gets an action. I'm gonna intentionally kill it with Barristan in order to get half of that complete. What is this? Conviction. Empowers certain skills. Where did I get that from? What gave it to me? Conviction, no. Conviction, empower certain skills, that's all it says. Maybe I get a stack of that every turn, it looks like. Consecration of Fortitude. Give dodge or block to the hero in this rank on turn start. Do that to the front space, I think. I could use Judgment against any of the enemy's line. It won't deal damage until I have more Conviction. Won't really deal damage, that is, until I have more Conviction. Get him. Get him.
The enemy weakens and wanes.
Just trying to set up this frontline target so that... Ah, Barristan, I wanted you to take him out. This is gone. Illumination or Judgment. I think only Judgment really makes sense here. Divine Grace. The target has to be below 25% HP. Woof. So Illumination... Honestly, maybe I Illuminate so that if Dismas ends up on low health, I can actually afford to try and fix that. Oof. Never mind, I'm going to harvest through both of you because Barristan was not going to be able to access that back line.
Confers advantage.
Try and push and daze this character. Let's move 10, and you do have death blow resist as well. Solid crit. I mean, heck, maybe I want to just hit him with Judgment. There you go, Death Door trigger. Dismas also gets a slightly better relationship with you. And they die to the DOT. It's fine. I'll find another Gaunt in the future. I don't need to optimize purely around that, at least.
Push on to the inn. Rest and resupply await you.
Very, very keen. Not for the rest and resupply. Really, I'm just keen to install the still.
There are yet places such as this, where a little light still gathers.
Okay, Wainwright installs the stagecoach.
A new variable in the equation of your fate.
As for what skills we ought master, Consecration of Fortitude has a Consecration of Fortitude plus. Ah, okay, right. So it just gives the token becomes the better version of its token, a block plus or a dodge plus instead of the default. Divine Grace being able to target someone who is on 33% HP or less, I think is probably a high priority for us. I need to be able to actually heal other characters on the field. I do feel like Dismas picking up Duelist Advance pretty early feels good. Sarmenti could pick up a better bleed as well, though. Or Inspiring Tune. I'm gonna take Inspiring Tune. So I've just got health and stress effectively covered there, and I otherwise am hoping to generate damage. Let's...
Conventional fare, but fairly priced.
have a look, see here. Before each location, chance to produce woven items, extra scouting. Ooh, some playing cards. I think that's probably a good idea for trying to get our party off to a good start in terms of their relationships with one another. I think I could also take the whiskey. Let's do that. Maybe leave the rest of the money there. Actually, I'll take 4 Glimmers of Hope and put those on a character. Playing cards. Oh no, Dismas is a curmudgeon. Are you kidding me? Okay. Well, they just eliminated the effect of one another. Rude. So let's have a look at people's relationships with one another. It's neutral, neutral, neutral across the board. Dismas and Sarmenti, and then Dismas and Junior. That'll have to be good enough. Well, slightly better relationship betwixt the two. Now I believe it's time for us to select our route.
The provinces and cantrevs of our land, crumbling and undone.
I think I should go to the Tangle. I believe one of my characters wants me to go to the Fater, though. So let's just quickly check. Any of you want to go to the Tangle, though? Assistance encounters, field hospital, Fater. Dang. I don't think I'm going to complete that. I would really prefer to get some mastery points early on, and visiting a creature's den is already something I want to do by default.
The front lines of a war that was never fought.
Let's rest for the night and continue onwards. Fortunately, no one has any relationship with one another. It's not like it was extremely likely, mind. But hey, I would have enjoyed it. Alas.
War rewards only resignation.
Okay, so no one has any opinions on the direction here, but it will decide our next trigger afterwards. Don't really want to get the loathing immediately. Going forwards is a combat on the road. I think I really like road combats. Oh, and this path is just a safe route forward. Sick. Yeah, I really like road combats because it's an opportunity for me to get de-stresses and heals as well as some loot at the end of the battle. I got 2 whiskey there.
They
Cool.
had honor once. Now they have nothing at all.
Junior is vicious and says, let's bleed them. -2 to your relationship with Sarmenti, which sucks, but I can fix that with some whiskey. Just have a drink together, you'll be okay. Order volley. I didn't upgrade the Duelist Advance, so it's not the highest priority. But I do need to take out the drummer. Please bleed. Nice.
strength dwindles.
Ooh, you even did the focus fire. And... oh no, they had a powerful for the Arbalest in the back line, which is why they got that attack. Rude. I think I'm probably going to need to put the Consecration of Fortitude on the front line there, at least.
Emboldened.
Maybe even roll Defender? Yeah. How dare you protect that child? That child needs to die! Order volley. Yeah, you're prepared to use a powerful skill again. How dare you? I'm just going to continue slicing parts off of you until there's nothing left to slice. I've already got a dodge token. We have a crit token here. Let's take aim. We get another dodge token as well. Then I'm going to use Rampart to move Barristan forwards. Solid judgment there.
Is no time to
I
falter.
hate how much damage that's capable of doing so easily. A lot of stress across the party as well. I guess I'm really glad that I got you know, stress heal as well as damage resolution, you know? I really wish I could go through that guard. Alas. Just gonna have to crit the woodsman for 12. I'm gonna roll Defender on Cementi, who's got relatively low health. I did forget the taunt token there was forcing people to attack Dismas. That move, though, was the move I was trying to prevent, so I guess I feel vindicated. Divine Grace has a cooldown of 2 turns, and unfortunately, everyone desperately needs it right now.
The fiend's strength dwindles.
Unfortunately, the woodsman in the front line is also going to be a bit of a nightmare here. We can get you to Death's Door. But unfortunately, you're going to have to waddle over it. There we go. Killed. There's the Arbalest in the back line, about to, yep, cause our first Death's Door trigger, rather. Unfortunately, I can't prevent Dismas from taking a theoretical death blow here. I'm gonna use Inspiring Tune to remove some stress from you. I will roll Defender on Dismas, increasing our relationship with one another. Unfortunately, only next turn do I have the ability to send a heal out. Whew. That was fine. I'm gonna take the stress. Makes the most sense there to me, I think. No Death's Door for Cementi, much appreciated. Please bleed? Target didn't bleed. It's actually really unfortunate. I don't want to let it take another turn, but I think I have to risk that. I'm gonna try and move the corpse behind you. Nope, didn't manage to. And the reason I think I have to risk that is because people need heals.
But a welcome one nonetheless.
There we go. Got a little bit of healing out of the end of that battle there. Ugh.
In crisis, no gain is insignificant.
I remember saying something slightly earlier on about how I like road battles. Never mind, that wasn't a road battle. I stick by the thing I said. Dismas, you move slightly slower, but you do more damage. Seems good to me. Okay, road battle upcoming. Opportunity for me to get some health. Yay. I've got to heal one of you and then defend the other. That urchin in the back line feels like it needs to die. You know what? Dismas, take aim. Get ready to crit that character on a later turn, please. As for Cementi, you only have one move available pretty much at the moment, and that's Slice Off. Worth doing, though. Song of Shadows. You kidding me? No one's actually at the health where Divine Grace will help. Oof. I put the Consecration of Fortitude on the front line. Oh, nice. You got a dodge token for it. I'm going to directly defend Cementi. Good gosh. I'm gonna remove some of that stress. Feel like it's the only thing I can really do there. And at least this gives me the ability to immediately kill the urchin with a single action. Okay, so I could bolster to remove another stress from myself right now. Or I could bellow to try and slow the enemies. I could defender. I probably roll defender just to try and keep myself alive. Nice. Wait. They can use Carve the Toy from the very back. Oh, so they still have useful things there. Barristan, take the 17 HP heal. I mean, I'm getting ready to Inspiring Tune again in the next turn, if that's available. Not Slice Off.
A slow dissection. An unavoidable end.
I have to roll maximum damage or crit to take this target out. Or I could try and bolster to remove 2 stress. I'm gonna go for the bolster right now. Let's use... Really? The Judgment manages to do it. I didn't want that.
Easily resolved.
Oh. Dismas is back on death's door again. A Vestal doesn't seem like it's capable of supporting a whole party's health here, as it turns out.
Empowered. Emboldened.
I'm gonna defend Dismas. Hopefully Dismas doesn't just die. Because I still don't have my Divine Grace.
Every road must end.
Uh-huh. Oh, Field Surgeon! Now I get the ability to heal someone 50% of their HP.
Impeccably timed.
So I'm worried. I'm worried this run I spent 10 minutes setting up has taken 20 minutes to lose. That's what I'm worried about. Consecration of Fortitude on... no. don't want to use all of my judgment. I want to save that for the possibility that someone needs help. Consecration of Fortitude, back at the front line. Keep slicing parts off of him. Nice. Fine. There you go. Get burnt.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
So,
The blood of the valorous and cowardly alike soaks this tainted soil.
what do I do without Dismas? I mean, Cementi is definitely going to be holding these trinkies. Junior, do you want to... I won't be able to use Judgment or Divine Grace, unfortunately, if I'm in the second position. Second position would give her access to Hand of Light, though. Nope. Don't think that's appropriate. Hey, at least this is his assistance encounter. The Desperate Few. I don't think I can... I can't heal my wheels while I am on full wheels, one would assume, so... Barristan is, instead of the wheels, is gonna ask for meals? I definitely can't go to a lair. That'd be hilarious. I mean, like, I could do the first stage of a lair and then run away. That is possible. Looking towards the future after this. A Hoarder. Can't really do anything about that. Creature's Den. You know what? I'm going to take the risky path. And the reason I'm going to take the risky path is because with the run as early as it is, it feels like I should risk the possibility that things go well rather than limp, and then die. Dang. I actually managed to avoid everything. Okay, hopefully I managed to bleed you soon.
Hold fast.
Good God.
For who knows what lurks in the beyond.
Unfortunately, that character moving... Oh, we're on death's door now. Yeah, that character moving has put people in positions that are really, really difficult to then follow up by dealing damage to. Maybe this is just a, what's the word I'm looking for? Garbage party? Maybe I made garbage. Maybe I accidentally made some garbage here. There's Divine Grace, you can have some health. I'm gonna put a Consecration of Fortitude on the front line as well. Yep. Oh boy, I'm gonna have to go for the heart. Really? Thankfully, the Harvest did actually manage to hit the Widow and do a sack of bleed. Bolster to remove a stress from a character that is heavily stressed there.
Drive back the darkness.
Haunting Melody gives a crit, unfortunately. Also, I've just used Bolster, so my best counterplay to that is not available. Inspiring Tune's also not available unless I'm in one of the back lines, which means I probably just have to deal with the fact that we're going to stress out here. Six to 11, solid 11. Obviously keep our defender up. I mean, hey, we're getting good relationships here while we're doing all of this. Oh, no! Well, that's a bit of a nightmare target there. My can't bellow that off of you right now. No, unfortunately, it's only the upgraded bellow that would allow me to bolster for, again, another -2 stress on this party. I think I just need to focus on using Divine Grace earlier rather than later. Ooh, fell the tree completely missing is handy. That corpse dead, I can get a character to death's door, as well as hit the urchin who's in stealth. Haunting Melody hits our backline, unfortunately. Causes a lot of stress. Hey, Man-at-Arms at least managed to complete his mission.
Their solutions, even the big ones.
Oh boy! Oh, and there's a cultist battle at the end of this all as well.
Wealth is worthless without purpose.
Hero goal complete, Barristan. I'm glad to hear it.
41 leagues to the inn. Yeah, this makes sense. Our characters are going to be mean to one another now. They're all so stressed out.
Hulking horror inside will not fall easily.
Here I thought I was maybe going to make it easily through these encounters. It's entirely possible I won't. Especially if we get a meltdown. Consecrate some fortitude on our front line. Yeah, that makes sense. He's now become fragile. I will defend you. Make it very slightly less likely that I lose this fight. I guess there's no reason for me not to use the combat items I have access to if I already, as I do, truly do, I guess, believe that I'm probably screwed. They really want the Jester dead.
Crisis. We can rely only upon each other.
There you go, stop resisting my bleeds. No more of that, thank you. I think both of those lost souls get down to their death's door
Cooperation is
states.
the key.
I have to defend Cementi again if I don't want to watch a bunch of deaths triggers. Oh boy. Only 2 more rounds until I can heal Barristan. Both of those foot soldiers have no deathblow resist at the moment, which means they will die to their bleeds. So I'm gonna strike the front line. Hang on. I think I'll be in this fight long enough to move backwards and forwards later. So, I'm gonna strike the front line, blinding them as well as moving backwards. Reveals Vestal to more of the damage. I could Hand of Light. And will do. Scoring a death blow as well as a damage token. And we can watch the other 2 units die, and it's now just an Arbalist. Can use a quick inspiring tune here. And then I will move Junior 1 space back. Okay. there's not too much else I can really do. I just bellow at the enemies.
You may outwit them yet.
Nobody wastes my time but me, says Sarmenti. Unfortunately, no one's really even capable of reaching the back line. You know what? That's probably what I was missing the most, was reach. Certainly caused a couple of issues, at least. Alright, Vestal. Divine Grace on Barristan, I think, who is currently defending everyone else. And then we just need to remove this dude. Actually, I'll take a bolster for 2 stress removal from the party as well before. The enemy hip shots for 2 damage. We get a positive relationship trigger there as well. And I'll consecrate Fortitude, because if Barristan strikes here against the combo with a crush, I also get 10% more HP on them. And that also went critical. I absolutely have to escape. No continuing there, thank you.
Cowardice, a crude term for the science of self-preservation.
Yep. Well, that fragile is not good. But we do have it.
Brace up. There is danger on this path.
Yeah. Yeah. I know. It's why I took it. Is it cowardly that my resolve wanes? Asks Junior. Nope. In fact, I'd be concerned if it didn't. Oh, okay. I can just lose a little bit of torch and run away. Junior and Barristan agree, but only if Barristan does it.
The loathing whispers.
Okay, 29 leagues to the inn. I was really excited. I guess I possibly am really excited if the run manages to continue. To be able to use a whiskey flask, the still, as early as possible. Constantly get positive relationship buffs. Have a party full of hard partiers, frankly.
Let us hope their desperation can be eased.
Sure. Let's do it in a way that defends us, gives us +1 armor. Yeah, for the car, of course. Well, we completed another hero goal, and of course we demonstrated there that armor will not go over the maximum that we have access to. Always happy to learn. Ooh. Wheels are taking a beating though. Junior, you can now hold a combat item in anti-venom. Possibility of getting people up off his death door, as well as preventing one of their DOT triggers, is worthwhile. Wow, I really like how many positive relationship triggers they're managing to get with one another. I really wish... I know you can figure out their next abilities from the screen before all of this. I feel like I do need to see more of Junior's abilities pretty quickly as well, if I'm looking to get another healer in the party like her. Especially the area of effect heal, which I cannot remember the name of at the moment. I'm not going to do that, mind. I'm going to do Barristan's here instead.
Chapter 2. A leader of men. Behold the conquering general.
marching his men to victory.
Inspire our team. Give them all speed. Okay, they're all actually deeply afflicted instead. Okay, one of my friends has died. That's okay. It's probably fine. Yay! Got replaced by another one, you see? No issue whatsoever. And again.
Setback! Hold the line!
Strategic retreat. Go back 3 spaces, as well as give ourselves some block, or attack. I'm gonna get the target to go. Attack him! Nope, okay, never mind. Become vulnerable, I mean. That's actually what I meant the entire time. Okay, the enemies are now capable of killing my units in a single strike. But luckily for me, it looks like it's only going to take me, what, 7 strikes to kill each of them?
Advance? Flank?
Alright, let's try and inspire you all again. The main reason I did it that way, rather than any other abilities, is because clearly we need to lose this battle. And it seems like we'll lose it much faster by giving everyone a bunch of debuffs at the same time.
What do I do? I don't know.
So instead I'll give myself 10 stress and melt down.
A rout. A massacre. A complete and total failure of command.
Although it did teach us to stand fast. And drop ramp off of that. Stand fast. Give self 2 block tokens, and for the next 3 turns, at start of turn, give yourself another block token. Neat. Very much the kind of thing I want to put on the sergeant version of the Man-at-Arms, such as we have.
Pillaging brigands, enriching themselves as the world collapses.
I'm gonna use Toxic Ichor here,
However horrid, can be brought to heel.
just to guarantee my bleeds. First things first, let's roll Defender on the target who has a combo and is otherwise going to get very, very meanly struck. Put a Consecration of Fortitude on our front line, so the Man-at-Arms is much more comfortable standing there consistently. We'll harvest the enemies again.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
And stand fast for even more block tokens, and even more block tokens in the future. I really don't want to use any of my positive tokens for damage right now, but I guess I have to. Nice, we actually managed to prevent a character from acting. I'm gonna use Fade to Black to blind a character as well as move backwards, giving myself the ability to try and remove some stress in this combat. Start out by removing 1 stress with a bolster skill. Start using Hand of Light for a period of time here, I guess. Only makes sense to crush, I think. All of the other moves basically do worse. Hand of Light for 5. Gain more block and strength token. Inspiring Tune for the -3 stress. Good dodge. Alright, Junior. Barristan's low health is definitely
Abandoned
concerning.
or forgotten. It is ours now.
That said, it seems relatively likely that at the start of the next fight, Junior's just going to have the ability to heal them. Now, I've got an Oblivion's Ingress still coming up in the future, right? Before we manage to make it to the inn. Yeah. Alright. I don't get to choose not to fight this one. This is where it all goes wrong. Herald does need to go down as quickly as possible. Let's go with the Consecration of Fortitude set up on the front line. That's going to be relevant over the course of the entire fight.
Okay.
I'm going to use a Glimmer of Hope for Higher Torch, and then Stand Fast for 2 block tokens, as well as block tokens at the start of each turn. I really wish I had the ability to use Illumination on target right now, but I have to just be ready to Divine Grace next turn. And I can't do that if I move forward either. I'm just going to use Illumination on a target that doesn't care about it. And give them crit.
Hold fast.
That wasn't even the character I gave crit to.
Beyond.
Alright, I'm gonna roll Defender to see if I can try and keep a unit alive. Yeah, no, this is all over. I never really want to be too defeatist. But... it feels at this point like it would be lying not to be. At least a little. There's a Divine Grace. 21 HP back on Barristan. Definitely worth having held a turn. Oh, I'm so pleased that your crits have missed. That Herald's not going to be able to do anything for the rest of the fight. Sick. I'm going to use another Glimmer of Hope. No reason not to use everything now. And I'm going to bolster Junior, -1 stress to each of us.
Steady yourself.
That's okay, I can heal you in 3 turns' time. If that appeals. Trying to avoid death's door, I will have you take a beat. And Barristan's resolve becomes tested. He melts down. Loses relationship triggers with everyone else on the field. Pauses in order
Is a
to
rare and wonderful thing.
de-stress for a second there. we're back on death's door again. That makes sense. Of course. I get my heal available next turn, so I'm ready to throw that one out. I'll use a Consecration of Fortitude on the front line, because that leaves me with the ability still to do that. Slice off against the target who also has regen, because it's the only target I can really hit at the moment. Hey, I do manage to hit them.
Empowered, emboldened.
Yeah. Don't kill him. Kill me. Oh, Field Surgeon. Oh, that's so useful. Is it even going to trigger, though? Are we going to get to the start of Sarmenti's turn? And even if we do, will Barristan still be there? Oh, so far, yes. A little bit more of a glimmer of hope.
In crisis, we can rely only upon each other.
Okay, unfortunately I can't hold the turn in order to heal there.
Dragged back from the brink.
I mean, if everyone only gets positive, like they don't melt down, they just become resolute for the entire rest of the fight? Maybe? I don't think it's possible, though. I don't think there's, like, any way that happens. But, heck, I'd love to see it. So, I gotta remove the altar, otherwise everyone's gonna live forever.
Teetering on that terrible precipice.
Fear not, we're blessed! Never mind. We're cursed. I see now, Light, that I have failed you. Let's get to 100, Light. I want the enemies to be able to see our corpses well. Good God. Yep. I think my next party is going to focus first on damage, ranged damage, reach damage for the enemy backline. There we go. We lose Barristan.
Another old soldier lays down his
Sarmenti's
life
resolve
in
is
the
tested
dirt
again.
of a distant land.
And he melts down, because of course he does. Has no relationship whatsoever with Junior. Keep on slicing him. I got the altar down. Good gosh, they can't do anything about my...
The sum
Never mind.
total of violent equation. Unfavorably
Jester
rounded
would
down.
have been the completion rate. Jester, but they can't do anything about. These are going to die soon, so I don't want to put Consecration of Fortitude on an area that is about to not exist anymore. Guess I'm just going to heal myself and then try and use Judgment and damage. Oh, never mind, I can't use Judgment because I'm out of the line now. Also, Divine Grace I'm not going to be able to use. Uh-oh. There we go. 3 damage, I got myself some tokens.
Sweat-soaked brows, unsteady stances. Exhaustion takes hold.
You're right, I am now exhausted for the first time. Goodbye, party. Oh? There we go.
Pray her convictions lent some small comfort in her final moments.
I don't think they did. I saw all of the final moments, and a lot of it was just, oh,
Progress.
oh no, I'm dead. I'm terrified, and as it turns out, there's nothing sacred about this world at
How
all.
many souls are lost forever in this lightless obscurity?
Well, I feel like that didn't work out as well as I was hoping. In order to try and prepare ourselves better
The more
for
they
an
have to
upcoming
hold
run,
on to, the harder they will fight.
2 extra inventory slots on our stagecoach, as well as increased loot from running over road debris. Oh no, it's not increased stagecoach item slots. It's just increased inventory slots, but that has been important recently, especially.
Hail the vessel of your deliverance.
I'm just gonna upgrade that vessel, and
Road calls once more to its dark passenger.
in fact, in between this episode and the next, I am going to select our party.
The seat of your denial, perched precariously in the murky gloaming.
Of course, Wayne probably has some more to say about the beginning of the resentment.
We required the highest standard of empirical evidence, lest my career and your future be compromised by the cynicism of our peers.
The crossroads, a beacon for the broken and the battered.
Excellent. And here is where I'm going to leave you for the moment, so that at the start of the next episode, I already have a party and I can just explain why we've taken them. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody, the name of the game. Well, it's been Darkest Dungeon 2, top left, series playlist for all my content in the game, past, present, and future, YouTube recommendation down below. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you all for a much more successful expedition into the resentment next time.